Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Keo, and today we're going to talk about Mixcloud. Mixcloud has been pushing and fighting and clawing for the little space of the online streaming services. Um, you know what? Whenever I see streaming services, I include Spotify and all this other stuff, and I think it makes it confusing when I'm talking about. Uh, so, music streaming services and then online streaming services. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So, Mixcloud added a new feature for unlisted streams or music that was recorded. I think it's a good feature. A lot of times people want to test stuff out without having it go live, and so that kind of makes sense on their part. It, from this standpoint, a lot of people listen. I've made my bones about Mixcloud. I like Mixcloud. I have an account at Mixcloud. I put mixes on Mixcloud. I don't know if they're still there anymore, but Mixcloud is a quality service. My biggest issue with Mixcloud is the people aren't there, and it's filled with other DJs. I mean, you got to be honest here. Mixcloud is filled with other DJs, but not the normies. We need the normies. I don't play music for other DJs. I play music for more normies. Nancy in accounting. That's what I play music for. I'm a mobile DJ. I play corporate gigs. I don't play DJ sets for other DJs. I don't really care about you guys. You guys know how to do this. It sounds arrogant, but like I don't mean it like that. But playing music for other DJs doesn't interest me. Playing music for people who love music that are not DJs interests me. I don't know how to say that. This is it's a terrible way to say it, but like this is one of the reasons why I'm not excited about putting up a Twitch channel or whatever. Like DJing's boring. I don't I'm not I don't like watching other DJs. Like I'd rather listen to other DJs. I don't like watching other DJs, if that makes any sense. Looking at a DJ pretend to touch knobs and twist stuff, well, I know they mixed the song 2 minutes ago and they're just pretending. Like, I don't want to see that. I mean, I can see the thing about it is with DJ stuff, you can't turn it off. So when I listen to other DJ stuff, I immediately skip over the song and go right to the blend. I want to know how they mix the songs together. It's the only thing I care about. Once they're like, oh, that guy, he mixed together good, I instantly lose interest. This is terrible. But I got to be honest, I instantly lose interest after I hear it was a good mix and the songs fit together well. Instantly lose. I just don't care anymore. Uh, I for some, and this could be my own pet peeve about it or whatever, but I'll look at a DJ thing to just see what songs are there together. I find that fascinating, what songs you put, and I think about what I would change. But if I want to hear another DJ, I would rather hear them in person. Because I'm one of those people that I go to clubs and bars. Well, I used to go to clubs and bars all the time just to hear other DJs. But I can't bring myself to do that on Mixcloud. And I'm completely going off topic here of what I really wanted to talk about, but I'm just laying it out there. I have zero interest in listening to another DJ put songs together on a it's just not interesting to me. There's the thing about you're always learning and that kind of stuff, but I equate it to more like being on the radio, I guess. It's just not interesting at all. But if it's in person, I'm all there. Either dancing and having fun with whoever I went there with, or I'm not gonna lie, I'll be in a booth drinking and listening to a DJ intently, like, oh, that's a good mix. Ooh, that was off. You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's my mentality. I can't turn it off, especially if it's bad, like that train wreck. I need to see that train wreck. I went to this club, I think like 3 years ago. So one of my friends, it was her birthday, and a couple of us got together and went out there. And so it's like a lounge, and the lounge had 2 levels. And on the lower level was like a normal club ish, but not quite. And the upper level was like a lounge with the restaurant type thing. And the upper lounge was the quality lounge where that's where all the high profile people would go. And then the lower level was the regular DJs, I guess. That's just how it was presented. But the DJs downstairs were actually good. They're playing like uh 90s R&B and hip hop and that kind of stuff. They were great. They were phenomenal. The stuff they were putting together, I was like, oh snap. But the upstairs DJ, oh, and the thing is though, this is one of those reasons why DJs turn to haters. You When you hear a terrible DJ and you know that you're better than that, it just instantly the haterism just flows through your veins. And you're like, oh, this guy's a bum. And you're like, just instantly. It doesn't matter how the person got the job, how, or just had a bad night, or the needle's not working, or whether they got mechanical problems with the gear, whatever. The first terrible mix you hear, you're like, oh, this guy's a bum. And that's the end of that. Like, just for the rest of your night, I'm like, this is a bum. And like, everybody's had bad nights. I've had awful nights. I'm like, oh, God damn it, man. I've had terrible nights DJing. And so, like, nobody's above it. That's why I say, like, there's no context to it. Once you hear a bad mix, you just assume, oh, this guy's a bum. And that's it. That's the end of that. That's the end of that topic for you. Oh, this guy's a bum. And realistically, you shouldn't feel like that, but you just can't help yourself. It's like if you were a pizza maker, you had a legit pizza oven like the old days from the old country in Italy, all right? I'm talking the wood burning stove, it's got the thingamajig on there, and then you go have a pizza from 7-Eleven. Let's go for the most extreme case here. Once you have that pizza, you're like, oh, this guy's a bum. You just can't help it. Whatever your business is, whatever your thing is that you do, it is fine. It's absolutely fine up until you come across somebody who's in your field. And I'm sure it's the same thing for somebody who plays chess or a tennis player, and you're watching somebody play tennis and it's just god awful. Like, it's the same for everybody. I just think DJs take it personal more. And I'm guilty of that. I said flat out. And when I did the haters video for DJs, I flat out said it. I was like, yo, we got to do better. But at the end of the day, I can't listen to other DJs mix unless, like, I'll give caveats for this. If it's a random DJ, I can't. I'm not going to do that. And things though, like you start getting snooty with your finger up and you're sipping tea with your pinky out. Like you start getting snooty with kind of music you listen to and from whom. And I don't like that either. I think that's terrible, which is why I just remove myself from the equation. I'm like, I can't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's Jazzy Jeff or DJ Cuba or somebody. DJ Scratch. It's irrelevant who it is. Whenever I hear somebody's DJing, I immediately skip forward to see how they blend the songs together. I did this with D Nice. D Nice was doing his thing and he was playing some old school stuff. And I was like, oh, here we go. And I was like, oh, he didn't even blend. Like, oh man, I just instantly I was like, I'm done with the stream. It's not to say DJ D Nice can't blend or whatever, but like I skipped ahead to I got to that part and I was like, okay. Did the echo out? Questlove did the same thing. I don't know if it's a celebrity DJ thing. No, I can't say that because Man Skills he does those same type of gigs, and he can blend, he can scratch. That guy's a beast. I did an interview with him with like 2 years ago. Yo, he's a mad cool guy, but like that guy was a beast. Mixing and stuff like that. He's a really good Instagram channel. And again, I get snooty. Instantly get pickies up, like, oh, I don't know if I can listen to you. This is bad. This is real bad. All right, so let's talk about Mixcloud again. Just went on a tangent. Um, it's a cool feature. You can still see the mixes though, so it's not like it's invisible completely. If you go to your page, you can still see the mixes. Uh, I get what it's for. I think Mixcloud has some stiff competition from places where the people are at, and Mixcloud's in trouble. Not from a financial standpoint, but Twitch seems to be getting their house in order and starting to push DJ stuff and starting to cater to DJs. And there's more people on Twitch than Mixcloud. This is flat out. And the normies that were on Twitch. It's just flat out. Now, if Twitch got to the point where you were allowed to play somebody's mix that was on Twitch on another Twitch person's stream, that would be interesting. That would really be interesting. Every so often, I come up with these harebrained schemes, and like a light bulb goes over my head, and I'm like, "Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea." Being able to take music from with permission, of course, and if these guys are getting paid on this other like a bigger channel, throw a couple shekels to you, throw a couple shekels to the people you license the music to. Boom, bang, everybody's happy. Or was it RZA say bong bong? Like, yeah, everybody's happy. I think that's a good idea. But I will say this, Mixcloud is in trouble. The second that Facebook and YouTube, I'm blanking on YouTube for a second. It's 2:00 in the morning. Don't judge me. The second Facebook and YouTube decide, you know what, we'll just license the music. Problems. Problems. Because the people are there. I think that Mixcloud needs to go on an offensive tier. I've said this before. I don't know if I said this on the channel, but I think that Mixcloud needs to actually spend some money on advertising to the normies to let them know that Mixcloud exists and there's music on there that you can listen to for free, like a radio station. Like they need to talk to the normies. 'Cause YouTube doesn't have to talk to normies. Everybody knows what YouTube is. My mom knows what YouTube is. Like just random people knows what YouTube is. Everybody uses YouTube. Everybody uses Facebook. Twitch is gaining more prominence with DJs and other people. They're starting to go there. So there's other platforms where the advertising is built in. It's baked in. You don't have to tell somebody what Facebook is. Everybody knows what Facebook is. If Facebook does a licensing deal to work with allowing you to play some music on there or allow you to put it on Instagram, problems for Mixcloud. Straight problems. I think Mixcloud would cease to exist if a platform like YouTube or Facebook took streaming seriously. And it's a whole other revenue stream, and it's a whole other way for them to use the platform and to get the music people on board on YouTube. And I just think they don't want to do the work, or there's a possibility they just don't care about it on this level. But the second any of these companies decide to give a damn, Mixcloud's in trouble. If you want to support the channel, you can buy something from my t-shirt shop, teespring.com, DJ Keo store. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.